So yesterday, because of all the leaks, we were waiting all day for Nintendo to announce the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, and it never showed up. And I think by the end of the day, I really thought it wasn't going to happen anymore. But turns out, Nintendo actually shadow dropped the Switch 2 reveal trailer this morning. I'm never a big fan of shadow drops because it's almost impossible to never get anything spoiled before actually watching the announcement, whether it's from social media or YouTube. So I've seen one frame of this trailer, um, but essentially I have not watched it yet. So we're gonna react to it because I kind of want to document my thoughts on the initial reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. Right before we watched the trailer, though, I wanted to share a bit of my final pre reveal thoughts related to the Nintendo Switch 2 because there's no going back after this. We'll have seen the console. Um, but before watching this, essentially, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that the leaks are accurate. I mean, I've seen, as I said, a frame of the trailer, so I kind of know, and I never really doubted that yes, the Switch looks like the leaks essentially. Um, but I wasn't doubting that before. I'm still kind of unsure what the C button is for. I'm really hoping we find that out. Is it a chat feature? Is it a customizable sort of remappable button for OS controls? I'm really not sure. I definitely don't believe the casting rumors where you could cast the image to your TV without being in the dock. I don't think they're gonna go for a Wii U scenario. I also don't think for many technical reasons it's very viable. But yeah, maybe chat or any communication thing would be the most likely. We've had recent leaks about Nintendo Campus or something code names for social features, so that could make a lot of sense, I think. Overall, I'm pretty excited for the Switch 2. I'm expecting it to be a pretty safe iteration, and that's exactly what I want, to be honest. I think my main concern, which I don't know, maybe this is stupid, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this, but I'm actually pretty concerned about the magnetic Joy-Cons and whether they hold up well, whether they physically actually hold on the console well, or if they have a risk of falling if you're playing too intensely, or if you accidentally knock the Switch a little bit or something. Will the Joy-Cons fall out? I'm genuinely kind of concerned that this could ruin the whole console. But let's hope that it works really good and that it's, who knows, maybe even more sleek of a way to do it than with the original Switch. In terms of what we can expect for the console, um, I'm pretty set on the fact that yes, it's gonna have some sort of DLSS upscaling, which would make it really good. It would probably be able to fake its way up to 4K, and I think that the Switch 2 is probably gonna get the power bump it needs to finally get most AAA and third-party games alongside the other consoles, obviously in a slightly reduced fashion, but enough to actually get those AAA games, which would be really exciting. That's my biggest hope, I think, for this console. And besides that, of course, not much needs to change. As I said, a safe iteration seems like the way to go. But one thing I really do hope we see here is a sort of OS revamp. So definitely, we need a better eShop that feels really snappy and easy to browse, which we haven't had before. And home menu themes would be nice. In general, a bit more personality, maybe some music for the OS and all that, like we used to have with previous Nintendo consoles. That's pretty much what I'm hoping for the Switch 2. Otherwise, a pretty safe iterative upgrade. That's what I'm happy with. What I would have said if it wasn't in the title of the video is, of course, I'm very happy they decided to call it the Nintendo Switch 2. It just avoids any sort of confusion like we had back in the Wii U era. Don't try to be clever. I think that was smart, so I am personally totally fine with that. But okay, I think we're ready to watch the trailer now. This is gonna be like reliving the start of the Switch generation all over again, and that's pretty exciting. But yeah, there's no going back after this. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this thing. Let's hit play. Alright, I'm scared. It should be pretty straightforward. Okay, here's the first switch. That makes sense, yep. Okay, it just got bigger. I was not expecting them to transform the original Switch in the video, but I guess they are really scared. They really want to highlight that this is a new thing. Oh my god! Yes, we actually have a second USB-C port. And the U-shaped kickstand, don't know how that's gonna hold up, but okay, it can go really flat. Okay, yeah, they really are going for this whole transformation angle. Look at that! The colors were spot on too. Honestly, the colors I was doubtful about in the leaks. I was like, oh, I don't know if this is the final or just a prototype. Because like half of the colors you're not seeing, they're gonna be like behind. Okay. Makes sense so far. Really put all the budget in the animations right here. Okay, so they've got little connectors even though they're magnetic. That's interesting. Nintendo Switch 2. Look at that. Okay, so far, pretty standard. Looks, oh my god. Is that a new Mario Kart? Yeah, it looks like it is. That doesn't look like my Mario Kart, Mario. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we've still got a Joy-Con grip, I suppose. Look at that. That's a new course, isn't it? 2025. Is that it? Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. Okay, oh my god. And then we've got a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct happening on, what, April 2nd? Oh my god. Wait, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. Some of that flew by too quickly at the end there. So, yes. It says certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo Switch website at a later date. Okay, I mean, fair enough. It's kind of, even the PlayStation had a few exceptions. But the important part is that it still plays physical games, which, I mean, I guess we kind of knew about from the leaks, but that was a very real possibility that it could have not happened in theory. And then, yeah, we've got, I guess, a full-blown Nintendo Switch 2 Direct happening on April 2nd, which is still quite a ways away, which means that the console itself is probably quite a ways out. Wow. And then, I guess they're still doing, like, in-person events just to, like, show it off. Okay. I mean, sure, that makes sense, but okay, wow. So yeah. Oh my god. The Nintendo Switch 2 trailer. Yeah, I mean, I guess we didn't learn that much, which, I mean, with the leaks, maybe this is a bit of a underwhelming trailer. Actually, now that I think about it, they didn't really explain anything, which, yeah, is sort of very disappointing in that sense. Like, why do we not know anything about it? Especially considering we have, like, all these leaks already. They didn't talk about what the C button does. We didn't see the operating system at all. We didn't see if we've got... Do we have, the optical sensor? We can kind of see maybe. It's hard to say. I mean, it is... The thing is there, it's unclear what it is. I'm not necessarily 100% sold on the optical sensor idea. Little doubtful about that. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Look at that. They've still got Joy-Con grips. Or sorry, they still got the Joy-Con straps. Yeah, look at that. I had not seen that. They're making them glide on the table. Maybe that is a hint for the mouse type of thing. And yeah, we got our Mario Kart tease. A brand new Mario Kart. They're not showing much games, but hey, at least we've got a teaser for one, just to get us a bit excited without spoiling too much of their reveals. Yeah, we can see here it's much bigger, or at least a decent chunk bigger than the Switch. Whew. Man, okay. I've taken a minute to take it all in, and yeah, what I'm realizing here is that, yeah, we didn't really learn that much, which is kind of disappointing that Nintendo chose to go with this angle, considering, like, this has essentially all leaked and we got no details. Very disappointed that we didn't see anything about the OS or about the C button or really any feature of this console. We just got to see the look at a console that was already essentially fully leaked. Literally exactly like it is. Like I said, I was kind of skeptical these were like in development colors, but no, this is literally how the color scheme works, which I'm very surprised personally. Like, I don't doubt they would have like a sort of plain color kind of skew. But considering how much of a big deal the colors were for the Nintendo Switch, having like practically a black Nintendo Switch 2 seems a little bit odd. But yeah, I mean, other than that, again, we got a tease at a new Mario Kart, which is very exciting. I think we were all kind of expecting either Mario Kart or a 3D Mario, both of which realistically are probably going to happen, just we don't know exactly when for each. So yeah, I mean, that's very exciting. But other than that, we didn't learn a whole lot, which is a bit disappointing. Like, nothing was explained. We didn't get a cool Switch 1 era trailer where we see people playing it. That would have been kind of unnecessary because, like, we kind of know what the Switch is all about. But at least if they're gonna do this kind of like CGI view of the console, I would have kind of hoped that they explained some of the stuff. But as it stands here, we pretty much just got confirmation that the console exists as we know it. We know it's called Nintendo Switch 2, which I think is a really good thing. And I guess what I sensed from this trailer was that genuine Wii U stress that they are concerned that you don't understand that this is the next Nintendo Switch. And that's why they went with the name, and that's why they started this whole trailer with transforming the original Switch that you know and love to try to make it as clear as possible that this is the replacement to the Nintendo Switch. Granted, I guess it's kind of unexciting that other than Mario Kart, there's like, hey, look, it plays Switch games, but I mean, that's the good thing, right? So, like, yeah, no doubt getting this on release, of course, as a Nintendo fan, but realistically, we didn't learn a whole lot here. I guess we're just gonna have to wait until that Nintendo Direct, which is still almost 3 months away. So that's a little bit of time to wait. But of course, I'm very optimistic for the future of Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm just happy it seems to be like a fairly safe iteration overall. So looking forward to it. I don't know. We'll have to see how this develops, but for now, I don't think there's much more to say. Nintendo really didn't show that much off, I think. I think it's just overall, it's just most exciting to have finally an official sort of confirmation, even though we all knew it, that it's happening and that it's coming. It's nice to know that it's finally getting real, and we're only a few months away from the full information blowout. I can't wait for all the games we're probably gonna see. Uh, I mean, Nintendo's been cooking. They've had time, so this should be an exciting year. I'm probably going to try to do a discussion video about this, and we're probably going to talk more about it on stream in the coming days. So join me for that if you're interested. I'll have to see if there's even anything to say in the discussion video, but I'm gonna collect some of my thoughts. I'm gonna look online to see if Nintendo shared any more info in like a press release or something, and then we might have some more videos coming out either today or in the coming days and weeks. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, exciting times are ahead.